So does everyone live kind of in the same location, or is there a lot of travel required to make this team work?
No, we're all in the same location, Edmonton area, Edmonton, Sherwood Park. So we're fairly close for both league games and practices.
Yeah, do you think that gives your team any strengths, being that close together?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps because you're not always going over things that you have to go over things twice because you're together, so you can always make the same practices.
Yeah. Who coaches your team, and what strengths do they bring?
Jim Weber coaches our team, and he brings the off-ice strength to the game. He's a good mediator and summarizes the game for us and just is a good bouncing board.
What is the identity of your team? What do you think your team does well, and how are you going to use that to win games this week?
Well, I think part of the identity, everybody knows me with purple hair, so I think that's part of it. And got a mother and daughter duo on the team, which is super cool, and I think it's a strength, which also could be a weakness, but the wisdom and the energy kind of duo on there. So,
who would you say is the best communicator on the team? Who's really driving information sharing on the ice?
I think that's our lead, Ashley. I think she's really strong. She's been to nationals before and does a lot of mixed doubles, and that's just natural for her, and she's good between the front end and the back end.
I'll transition that to what about off the ice? Who would you say is the jokester of the team, who kind of keeps things light?
Oh, well, I'll say Tori. She's the young, energetic one, and you never know what's going to come out of her mouth, so keeps everybody laughing and smiling.
Who's the DJ on the road? Who handles the pump-up music or the music in the car?
Oh, we got a pretty quiet car. We just like to keep it low and chat and tell stories.
Who's the foodie on the team? Who's always planning meals or restaurants, or who's the picky eater?
Oh, I'm a picky eater, but I'm not the planner. I think, Ash is pretty good at that too. We kind of all take care of ourselves because there's some food restrictions and stuff like that. So, yeah, we take care of ourselves.
Who can bring everyone back up after a tough loss?
Oh, very good question. I'm going to say our coach is really good at that. He really can focus in on the strengths that everybody did, and as a team as a whole, even in a loss, he can pinpoint those and wrap up a meeting to make us feel positive when we leave.
That sounds like a good coach. Mm-hmm. Who do you have to thank this week? Who's really helped your team get to this point?
Oh, well, of course, all the sponsors. And the sponsors have been gracious enough to be with us for 2 years now, and that's helped with a lot of the bond spiels and a little bit of travel. So, of course, the sponsors. Family has come out a lot and watched our games and been a good cheerleader for us. So.
Okay, final question. What would it mean to you to wear the blue jacket at the Scott Tournament of Hearts?
Oh, it would be a dream. Yeah. Oh my God. I think I'm almost already getting teary to even think about it. It's, I think it's the, same with the NHL. It's every curler's dream when you've been curling since 10 years old, and even just to get to the provincial level in Alberta. I'm not from Alberta, so to be here is super special, and it is especially extra special. It's a bucket list thing this year with Tori being on the team, my daughter. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, have a great time. Good luck this week, and play well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Round them up, move them in. No place for your saddle and cowboy boots after the Calgary Stampede? At Sentinel Storage, we are proud to provide you with storage solutions that safeguard your valuables. Whether you're moving, renovating, or simply require extra space, we offer convenient and secure storage that caters to all needs. Find the Sentinel storage you need close to home. For a free estimate, visit sentinel.ca.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Okay, that was 7.
Hello, curling fans. Welcome to the 2025 Curling Alberta Women's Championship, presented by Sentinel Storage. We're in Rimbey, Alberta, the Vern Poffenroth Memorial Arena. It's part of the Peter Lougheed Community Center. And we're watching a very important C-qualifier here. Team Hartwell against Team DeJong. I'm joined by Jason Ginter. This is Darren Molding. Welcome to Rimbey.
Yeah, and we're going to be in for a show here this morning, Darren. I'm looking forward to watching the action. I'm sure you are too. We have Team DeJong. They're throwing the red stones. Looks like they start with the hammer. I'll just go through the lineups for everyone here. We have lead Raylan Beatty, second and skip Delia DeJong, third Stephanie Malikoff, and our fourth rock thrower Janais DeJong. They're curling out of the Grande Prairie Curling Club, and they come in with a record of 4-2 going in. So this is game number 7 for Team DeJong. Throwing the yellow stones, obviously throwing the first rock of the end. We had lead Ashley Kalk, second Tori Hartwell, third Lisa Miller, skip Michelle Hartwell, and they're curling out of the Sherwood Park Curling Club with a matching 4-2 record this morning. So game number 7 for both of these teams. They both should have a feel for the ice conditions going into today. And looking forward to seeing them get right after it early.
I think, Jay, I was looking at the matchup here, and it looks very even. But one thing I did notice is Team Hartwell has only given up. They've only given up 2 steals the entire time. So that's something to watch for. If DeJong can somehow get a steal somewhere, that might be what it would take to turn the game around.
Yeah, definitely. That means that skipper Michelle is curling really well, as she has been for most of the season. I had the pleasure of commentating one of her games at the Crestwood Platinum Anniversary Showdown a couple weeks ago, and I think it was a game against Team Sturmey. Michelle played really well, back and forth effort, and she made a bunch of beauties in that. So I think that would be, obviously, if Michelle can put herself in a place to make a score of 1 or multiples with her last, I see them having a pretty big advantage in this one.
Yep, 15.
And Team DeJong last night, they just came off the ice a little bit early. They were able to finish their game over Team Duncan. I think they scored 10 points in that game. So looks like they have no problem throwing some rocks in play and trying to mix it up.
Path, you gotta go.
They're very creative with their strategy. They're comfortable with rocks in play and with a lot of options on the table. So it's a really fun team to watch. And lots of experience on the team as well. These are 2 really good teams vying for a playoff spot in the Alberta Provincials here. And, Jay, once you get into that 3-4 game, all it takes is a little bit of a hot streak, and all of a sudden you could be going to the Scotties.
Yes, definitely. And, it is game number 7 for both of these teams. So we'll see, if there's a little bit of, rest necessary, and, if they're they've been training for this week, I'm sure, so they should be ready and prepared for a long week, and it seems like it's turned into a long one for both of them.
Yeah, that's good. Good sweep.
Team DeJong, I'm pretty familiar with them. They curl out of the Grande Prairie Curling Club.
We can even play this.
I think we were able to curl against them in the Dawson Creek Cash Spiel a couple of years ago.
Let's play control.
And that was back when I was curling with Team Gauthier with Jacques at the helm, and they actually beat us in that Bonspiel. So I think that was the first time I played a ladies team in a men's event, and that was the first loss for us. So, very talented bunch up in Grande Prairie.
Hard, Steph! Whoa! Yep, yes! Yep. Roll it. Yep, hard.
So as you can see, the surface here has been beautiful all week. Matt Yo and Kyle Winters and the Rimbey volunteer crew have done a great job here. So have all the diamond sponsors here in Rimbey: Tourmaline, Tech, Rinaldi and Sons Contracting Limited. We want to thank the diamond sponsors, and it's crazy here in Rimbey and around Central Alberta. The support for this event has been far-reaching. We also have some platinum sponsors here: the Rimbey Lions Club, the Town of Rimbey, the Cooperators, Quality Inn and Suites, Rimbey Implements, Ponoka County, and Little Guy Oilfield Rentals. And those are the platinum sponsors. We've got a long list of sponsors and a long list of support for this event in Rimbey. And by all accounts, they put on a great show, great on-ice product, and great atmosphere in the building. Lots of locals have been watching, and ticket sales have been really good.
Just control, Steph.
Yeah, super great to see that the town of Rimbey get behind this event. Just listening into some of the commentators over the last few days mention just how much the town has gotten behind the event, and how many volunteers that they need to run this event. I think they had over 190 volunteers. They compared this event to like Rimbey's version of hosting the Olympics, just the amount of support that they receive from people in the community. So pretty impressive.
Clean. Yep, Janais. Hard, Janais. Hard. Shot. That's a good
Well,
shot.
Jay, as the head ice maker here in
Nice throw,
Rimbey at the
Steph.
curling club, which is attached to this arena, I can tell you that anytime I've needed any type of help with anything, there's always ample manpower and ample volunteers around. It's really quite a special and unique thing. But everyone here cares about the community, and it's a wonderful community with friendly people, and Rimbey has done a great job here. We've got a real important shot here for Hartwell. If they can ever just flop underneath and maybe even make that double, they could really set themselves up for an early force here.
Oh, clean. Yeah.
This is our first look at Lisa Miller, Canadian or Alberta club champion.
Okay. We'll just pull it right out.
Okay.
Yeah, we had nose. Yeah.
Yeah, just watching a bit throughout the start of the week and into the weekend.
Okay.
Seems like the teams that really
Same
capitalize
weight, Steph.
on the miss, that shot after
Fresh
the miss
path
so
here,
far
same
this
weight.
week have been the teams that crack those 3s and 4s and deuces when they need them. I think the level of play over the week, I'm sure a lot of teams would have, liked to perform a little bit better, just leaving a little bit of openings. So
Same. Clean. Yep.
makes things really interesting as the fan and the commentator, because you start to see a lot of rocks kind of hanging around and the potential for bigger ends. And I think we saw a 3 in the last end last night as well. So one thing that I would like to just remind the fan and you yourself in the commentator booth is that the game is not going to be over when it looks like it could be. You never know. So yeah, I think that this is a matchup where both of these teams have been on the positive end of that, obviously with their 4 wins. So I'd like to see them just capitalize on a little bit more of those opportunities.
Just a 10. Okay.
And that was a call where, if you could have opted to draw there and try to get something in the top part of the forefoot to see if you could manufacture a deuce that way. They did opt to try and sit 2. As we've seen the trend here in the first end, the rocks have been under curling. Sometimes later in the event, the ice becomes a little straighter, so the players are going to need to watch for that, and you just got to make your line calls a little bit later and be a little more patient with everything. And that's hard to do when the adrenaline's pumping.
Carl's right.
Whoa. Yeah. Turn. Shoot.
Still, the roll would probably be under the tee line.
Control. Yeah.
Not a bad shot.
Yeah, it's twice now that Team Hartwell's been caught a bit on the undercurl on that side. So either just overthrowing the rock, or maybe they need to take a bit less ice as the play continues through the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, what happens is, the rocks end up getting a little smoother, and, the ice has been scraped and used a lot, and it just gets a little bit straighter. It's nothing anybody can really do about it, but it's just sort of a characteristic of playoff curling, where, the overthrows and the oversweeps become more magnified. Requires a little bit more patience and a little bit more calmness to win.
Hard for nose. Hard,
For sure, yeah,
Okay,
and
we're good.
it's going to be super nice for our fans to be listening in to both of us. I think this weekend is especially you, Darren. I know you're a fan favorite for many, and with your expertise, I know it's pretty well documented that you're a very great ice maker, lots of experience there. So we can use your expertise on maybe what the players might be seeing throughout the week. I'm going to be leaning on you a little bit to answer some of those questions. But also, if anyone has questions for me or for Darren, we have the YouTube chat open, I believe, on the Curling Zone YouTube stream. So feel free to reach out to us there, and I'll be monitoring that chat as we go.
So Michelle Hartwell here, looking for a roll. A roll buried would guarantee a force and maybe give her a chance for a steal. But it looks like we're high side again here, Jay.
Hard. I got it, Lisa.
Not quite. So an opportunity there that they could have tried. There was a lot of room to roll to over there, but again, just a little bit of an undercurl. So let's see if Team Hartwell can adjust to that. Now here's a testy little blank attempt here.
Yeah, maybe a little less. Okay.
These are, you know, you want to make sure you hit the rock. So sometimes you'll see these get bonked in the first end.
Yeah, we've seen this spot run pretty straight, so last rock here. Janais DeJong, and number 1.
Yep. Hard, Steph, hard. Okay, that's fine. We're good, we're good. No, we're nose.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, commentators curse, Darren. And number 1.
I'm sorry, Janais. But yeah, that's just a tendency there. We'll be back for end 2.
Okay. It's fine. Yeah.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Briar Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Welcome back to Rimbey. Some N2 action from the 2025 Curling Alberta Women's Provincial Championship presented by Sentinel Storage. So force, Hartwell unforced force. 1-0 lead for DeJong, looking now to split the rings after a miscue by Hartwell there. So a little bit behind the 8 ball to start here, Jay. You know, with all your experience here, you know, when there's something that goes wrong early in an end like this, you know, how can you wiggle yourself off the hook and change things? Would you get more aggressive or maybe be more defensive and try and double your way out of it?
I think if I'm Team Hartwell, the flash over on the wing there isn't necessarily an end changer. I think you're likely still trying to generate some offense when you can, but at the same time it is end number 2, So,
again, a fresh path.
you know, with Team DeJong dropping that one short, they could have just decided to come around. But I think they made the appropriate call, just hitting the one in the wings. Typically, I think I would just want to double my way out of it after a flash like that. And just take the hammer into the third, try to get that blank.
Yep.
Travel to your favorite land, I'm sure, Darren, and head to the third with the hammer.
Hard.
We aren't quite on the way to blank still yet. But you know what? It's in the distance, and the exit's coming up here, so we'll see. You know, Blanksville is it's not always the nicest place to be. We all love watching Roxon play here, but you know, with the 10-end game, you're going to see, you know, both these teams are playing for their lives here and are going to be calculated and patient, and you know the old saying, "Don't be desperate until you have to," kind of thing.
Yeah, big time. That's a good point. With this being a triple knockout format, both of these teams are one win away from heading home. So making sure that every end counts, and you know, maybe they're less likely to take the risk in that case until they actually need to.
Sorry, what was that?
15-7.
So this will give you a little bit of
What did you think when you saw it?
a look at Michelle Hartwell's intent here. She is going to hit this, but she's not calling to peel it out. She's calling for a roll to the corner. It'll be interesting if this shot is made to see how Team DeJong, how Janais handles this, because maybe she's comfortable just with the blank.
Yeah, I think they would be as well. I know Delia is prone to wanting to mix it up, though. So there's a chance she sees the guard here, and you know, she wants to use it. But like I said earlier, second end, that's okay, just to throw them up and down the sheet a few times.
If this is made, we're on the Blanksville Highway. Stephanie Malikov looking for a roll out here. A roll out or a roll in?
Whoa, Raylan! Hard! Clean! Whoa! Clean! Do a shooter roll.
So Darren, this is the first year in quite a few that we've had 12 teams in the women's provincial championships. You know, last year it was an 8-team round robin. The men's had been a 12-team triple for quite a few years, and we elected to try to match that format with the men's this year with Curling Alberta. I know we have conversations after every season and into the off season about which format's best, and we like to consult the players and the athlete reps as well to decide. And the women decided the 12-team triple was the way to go, and this is year number one of that experiment. Darren, what do you think of the 12-team triple?
I love the 12-team triple. It's my favorite format. I think it's a good blend of, you know, you're going to get your best team out because they get 3 lives, but also at the same time, as compared to a true triple, is, you know, you are still giving the team that wins or loses the pressure of playing in a winner-takes-all final. And I think that's important because that conditions your athletes to know how to play under pressure. So it's a really good mixture of that. And everybody's got a chance that's playing in the spiel. Like, one thing I don't like about a round robin is towards the end of a round robin, you'll see some teams are out of it and they don't necessarily try as hard or, you know, play as well as they did at the beginning. So at least in this format, if you're still in the event, you still have a chance to win it. I think it makes for more competitive curling, more fairness in the field, and you know, it's just a really good test of curling.
No, it's pretty close.
I love that take. It's like every game has a kind of a finals vibe to it as we get later in the week, because you know, if you lose, that's it for you. So
6-7.
as we see a first real miscue from Team DeJong there, just missing that takeout on the wings, giving Team Hartwell a chance to split the house.
Great judge.
Good shot. And what I would really stress, if I was out on the ice, I would take note that like every miss on both teams so far, other than the blank that bombed, has been high side. So either the ice is running straighter than they think or they're overthrowing it. But the sooner you can catch on to that and start missing, maybe even miss a rock low to kind of find where that range is, then it might be an advantage. We'll see which one of these teams can catch on first. But good opportunity for 2 for Team Hartwell now. Janais just looking for a stick, trying to make her chase once, maybe get a miscue roll out.
Yep. Yeah.
Now, when you're curling, Darren, is that typically on the thrower to make the adjustment, or is it the skip, or is it a combination of both? How would you manage that?
Anything. Go.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's everybody. It's a team knowledge that, hey, it's straighter, it's quicker. Let's be less ice, a little bit later on the line claw. That was important for me under pressure, calling line when I wasn't calling well. I would jump rocks and be too early on everything. So I would actually yell clean if I liked the throw as a cue not to panic. And
save time.
So a lot of times on big shots, I would yell clean real early in the shot. Not because I thought we were going to clean it all the way, but because I knew it was a good throw and I could only do harm by panicking. So I think, everyone on the team needs to be aware of it.
Yep.
There's Michelle making sure she leaves as much space between the 2 rocks in the house.
Same weight. Just nose is good.
She's going to need about a 5-second shot here to make the double. I've seen you make these before, Darren.
It's if you can do it, it's always good.
Clean, just clean it.
Raylan. Hard, Ray. Really hard.
Needs to stick around to force Michelle into a make.
Okay.
Just rolls a little bit too far.
So Michelle will have a draw for 2. I want to get a time on this, so we need some action from the production crew here. You got to get me a hog line, guys. Let's see what it's running. Second end, draw to the middle. Let's see where we're at. I think she's going to be looking for 15 and change here. Would give them a nice rock to work with. Still taking 4.5 feet of ice on a draw. You can see the beautiful surface here. Oh, I've got a hog line view. Our crew's the best.
Here we are, last rock. Michelle Hartwell. Draw to the 8 foot for 2. Sweeper's on it really early.
Big scrub here. Can they get it there? 16:22 is the hog-to-hog time. Can they drag it to the 8 foot? And they do with ease. 16:2. I mean, I don't know if I misclicked. I might have been a couple tenths high, Jay, but 16 seconds.
Cold anyway.
Yeah, Sweeper's getting cold, wanting to get to heat up. Michelle says, "Okay, I'll make you sweep." Gets her 2 points. We'll see Team DeJong with the hammer as we come back.
Precision shots, communicating well.
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
Good. Nice.
And welcome back to Rimbey curling fans. N3 action from the Alberta Women's Provincial Championship C-QUALIFIER. Team DeJong looking for a deuce or more here after getting forced and giving up a deuce. They're looking for some offense here.
Line's good. I have to go a little bit. Line's good right here.
I'd like to thank the gold sponsors here in Rimbey, local sponsors Fire and Flood, Missing Link Internet, Baytex Energy, CBI Solar, the Rimbey Curling Club, and New Country 95.5 and Z 98.9. Those are our gold sponsors here in Rimbey.
Very nice.
Oh, Jay, we've got a setup coming here. This is going to get exciting. No, now we've been on the Blanksville Highway twice here, but neither time has it materialized. I think now we might just get a good old-fashioned end with tons of rocks in play. That's what I'm seeing.
It seemed like both of the teams spent the first two ends, making sure that they learn the ice conditions a bit and see if there was any changes now that we're into Saturday. With the hit and stick competition resulting in a few points, but it was mainly just hit and stick, hit and roll. Not too many guards in play, not as many precise shots. So now I think both teams have decided, hey, we figured it out. Let's make some draws now. We're in for one.
Well, and here in Rimbey, there are also silver sponsors. They have a lot of sponsors here. E360s, Fortis Alberta, GLDC, Evergreen Co-op, the town of Ponoka, Kyera, and Service Credit Union, all local businesses to Central Alberta. Silver sponsors here in Rimbey.
Line's good. Curl it, Steph. Hard curl. Okay, whoa, over curling.
So this coverage is being brought to you by Curling Stadium. I know Curling Stadium's busy, especially this weekend with all of our competitions going on, determining our champions from each of the member associations or in our provinces and territories. I think if you want to go on YouTube and just type in curling, I think you get about 9 or 10 links every few hours, and it'll just keep resetting as we get closer to playoff day across the country.
Five. You can go big.
We're very fortunate to be able to hear the players on the mics, so we're going to try to do a pretty good job of leaving it up to the players, especially once some strategic discussions start being made, and we'll get a couple of cameos from the coaches. I think both of these teams get one timeout per game.
That's good. Okay.
And that's a real good spot for that rock. We've got a little bit of an end setting up here. DeJong, they're in a decent spot. They've got one buried around that corner, or mostly buried around that corner guard, kind of out of sight. Now they're just trying to negotiate these yellow rocks here, but right now opportunities for both teams. This end could go either way. Very important shot here by Delia.
Close. Yep.
Close.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa.
Yep.
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 Straight. Hard. Steph. Hard, Ray.
Hard.
Go.
Really gotta go hard.
Hard, Raylin.
Go.
Hard.
Whoa, you're by.
Roll it. Go.
Shot 12-7.
And a great brush by Team DeJong. You could see there was some urgency there. If they can't get a roll away from this yellow one, there should be a pretty easy double set up here.
Ten.
Down.
Hard. Hard. Very hard, Tori. Hard for a piece. Hard, Tori. Hard. Go, Michelle. Hard.
Got a piece, just hitting and rolling out.
Okay.
So gives Team DeJong an opportunity to split the house now.
And what a sweep by Tori Hartwell there. What a great brush. That's real important to get a piece of that stone there.
Control?
Yeah, I like the out.
Yeah.
Tori just aged out of the U20 category last year and has joined her women's team here this year. I think it's been a pretty great addition for Team Hartwell. The ability to have the young person on the sweep, hey?
Very strong sweeper, great technique.
Go down.
Very effective on the brush there. That was a great hold.
Hard, Janais! Hard for a piece! Hard! You're holding it hard! You still got to... Hard, Janais! Harder, 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 harder!
Well, Jay, we've got some low side action going on here. So the curlers, looks like to me there's a little bit less weight being thrown. Maybe, they are making that adjustment and maybe just over adjusting a little bit. Team Hartwell, with no access to the Team DeJong rock, is going to opt to make an offensive play here. Still taking 5 feet of ice on a draw here, so real nice curl.
Yeah, lots of curls, speed's nice, pretty fast. We saw the 16 go into the rings for the draw for 2 last end. I'm hearing 12-7 for those hack waiters, so beautiful surface that these competitors get to play on this week.
Gotta be 8.
So again, Tori with the big scrub here.
Go, Tori, go. Hard.
Yeah, it's like a sweeper's nightmare when you see 16 to tee and they're light and you're sweeping for an extra second or two.
Go, 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 go.
Tori Hartwell with the finish gets it about half covered. Very nice brushing, and looks like they're using her on both sides of the rock here too. So that shows you her importance to the team as far as sweeping goes.
Just hack.
12's good.
But yeah, I've really been noticing like nice steep angle on the broom and starting her push stroke right on the perfect spot. So she's obviously done a lot of work on her sweeping.
Yeah, it's been an advancement, especially over the last few years since we started to discover new things with the brooms and making sure that sweeping is being something that those front-end players take a ton of pride in.
What a wonderful shot there by Stephanie Malakoff, assisted by the hold. What a beautiful shot. Keeps the deuce alive for Team DeJong. That's an incredible shot there. We've got some curling going on here, Jay.
Yeah, these teams have come to play here. End number 3.
No more.
Team
DeJong set up very well.
Yes. They need a roll. Hartwell needs a roll to get out of this right now. But I mean, that rock was at least half buried, and they made that shot look easy.
Whoa.
Ashley Kalk with the carve gets it to the nose for shot rock. Definitely some value here to that shot.
What was it?
Still have to stay in the house here or roll to a good spot.
Okay, control 8.
Janais looking for control weight, little flip over to the center line. You'd probably prefer to just roll a hair under buried in a perfect world, but anything 3/4 under that rock would be beautiful.
Yeah, even if she just hits and stays or rolls towards the edge of the 12-foot is a pretty good result for Janais here with the hammer.
Whoa! Steph, hard! Hard, Steph! Really hard. You really got to go hard for a piece, Steph.
Really
harder!
Urging Stephanie Malakoff to hold this rock. Make it curl.
Okay, Janais. That's fine.
It hits the rock, rolls out.
A desperation carve by Stephanie Malakoff does save that shot. I mean, now you're forcing Michelle to make a good draw, good enough that you can't push her out for 2. So the deuce is still alive due to that great sweep. Janais, of course, was looking for a little bit tighter line there.
All right, we might have to carve this in.
Janais knew right away that it needed to carve.
Yeah, I think 15.
Looking at the view from this angle with our production, we saw the rock. It looks like on the intern side that of that corner guard, it looks like it is just I don't know, a third of a rock exposed, quarter rock exposed.
15.
Would you ever take this one
15.
on? Just to,
You know,
to make
Jay, maybe, but they haven't even looked at it. Like, yeah, I think I would probably, with all the curl on a draw, like if you get this one buried, you're fine. So I would probably throw this shot if.
Gotta go.
But you know, if you could get enough curl on the chase, which I think you could.
Oh, it's out there.
Right now, it looks a little wide here.
You see Ashley Call trying to get some curl in this rock.
Doing a pretty good job. Is the weight there? That's the question.
Go, Ash. Last push. That's it. Go. You go, 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 go.
Oh, and a great sweep from the front end of Team Hartwell. Looks like they just got it to shot rock position. However, it is wide open.
Yeah, so a bit stickier out
I
there.
mean, the shot is available to Janais, hit and stick, but at least you're putting some pressure on her there. Great job by the front end.
I think
And you can see, how, you know, there's absolutely no quit on any of these shots.
Yeah.
Both these teams are invested. Both these teams, you know, can kind of taste something special possibly about to happen.
So it was 2 for Team Hartwell in the second. Now Janais DeJong needs to hit and stay to respond with a 2 of her own.
Whoa! Clean, yep!
Whoa!
Yep! Raylan!
Raylan with the big scrub here. Big
hard,
scrub by Raylan. Can she get it by?
Janais.
And she does it.
Red.
There's a deuce for Team DeJong and a 3-2 lead after 3 ends. We've got a good one here, Jay. We'll be back right away with some N4 action.
Good throw. It's never whoa. We want to make sure.
This is where the focus comes into play. Look at that. Canada, say hello to your new champions.
Proudly pulling for this generation of Canadians and the next for over 40 years at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
welcome back.
That's fine, right?
Welcome back to Rimbey here. My name is Jason Ginter. I'm here with Darren Moulding. Here presenting you our C-qualifier action this morning. Team DeJong versus Team Hartwell. Team DeJong just finished with a deuce in the third end. Team Hartwell has the hammer throwing the yellow stones. This end number 4 is brought to you by our bronze sponsors. We have ATB Financial, Diamond Liquor, Rimbey Kinsman, MNP LLP, Raise SO, SIRRS, 3D Development, BDO, Busted Ladies, Rimbey Review, and Buist Motors. We also have 106 community level sponsors also signed on to assist with the event. So the town of Rimbey has come out with great force. We like to thank all of our bronze sponsors with the shout out this end number 4. And also we have our 50-50. So Curling Alberta runs a 50-50 at all of our major championships. Rimbey host committee, they've done an outstanding job leading up to the women's provincial championship presented by Sentinel Storage. The 50-50 this week is going to support the Rimbey Curling Club. So buy now for your chance to win. Support the great club, Grassroots Curling. Tickets are on sale from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Every day. Buyers must be over 18 and in Alberta to purchase. I'm just doing a little check online here, and I think our 50-50 at the moment is up to $860. And so, like I said, it's open all the way until 10 p.m. tonight. Get your tickets now. Get your tickets often. Let's pump up that 50-50 and support the Rimbey Curling Club.
Maybe, Rimbey's, they've put a lot of money into their curling club the last few years here, but they just purchased new stones. It's a great club, 4-sheeter, beautiful upstairs lounge.
No, you gotta roll a little bit.
And just a great place to play.
Roll it big is good. Same weight.
Yeah.
So Darren, as we continue through the game, we'll have to take a note of the moment of the game. So that's an extra little bonus for one of these players. They'll be receiving a nice gift basket for the moment of the game. So far we've seen a little bit of twists and turns and a lot of great sweeps. I'm sure, Darren, you'll keep your eye open for the moment of the game. If you have any suggestions, just throw it into the chat on YouTube. I think it's on the Curling Zone version of the chat. It's open for subscribers. So subscribe to Curling Zone, start talking to us, give us your thoughts on the moment of the game.
Well, my guess it'll be coming up. My guess is we haven't seen it yet. But right now, Team Hartwell, after getting counterpunched for a deuce in the third end, is trying to avoid getting forced here with the way that the end's currently set up. Fourth end, a control end, an end that Hartwell would like to score a deuce in.
Good. 9-5.
Yeah, we've seen, we saw a little bit of action last end with a couple of guards in play, but still just both teams unable to get behind the guards when they're up there, and a lot of hits and stays, hits and rolls out. Nobody's really been able to generate a ton of offense in the house. We haven't seen a lot of angles yet. I'm sure that's to come. But this end, Team DeJong started with a draw into the house. Team Hartwell elected to hit it. And you know what happens when that is the start of the end. We get to the potential for a blank end. So gives us something else to talk about every end. And I'm sure we'll see some more action soon. But we're already into end number 4.
I don't care. It's truth.
I mean, you're watching two teams that really care here, and it's, sometimes competitive curling isn't necessarily entertaining, and nor do the teams care, really. Like, you're playing to win the game. I find it entertaining watching the effort, watching, different reactions and nerves from the players, and I think, you're seeing a very impressive effort level by both teams, and yeah, I think we're in for a real exciting final half of the game here. Anybody's game, and I do have a feeling that we're going to see some action. We're going to see some
Yeah, we don't
crazy
need to
things
go way out
happen
in the
here.
boonies. The boonies.
Yeah, and if you're watching online, we urge you to also make an effort to go to Rimbey to see the action in person. There's great entertainment throughout. You can catch all the games online, but you can also catch all the games in person at the Rimbey Curling Club. We're at the Rimbey
Top 12.
Peter Lougheed Community Center. We urge you to go watch, and if you don't want to go watch, at least go for the live band tonight. There's the Court Jester dueling pianos tonight, so quite the entertainment. I know Curling Alberta always brings it on the Saturday night of all of our major provincial championships, so head on down for the show.
And that is a 16-second draw.
I might just go down.
So our speed is still exactly where it has been. And a really good spot for that stone. No double. No real chance at a double. Just trying to hit and roll in front and cause a little chaos, so to speak.
So Darren, when the ice is this fast, does that change your way of thinking at all? You know, you see 16 seconds on the clock and the rock ends up in the 8 foot. You know, I'm sure the players have well adjusted by now, but let's say it's game number 1. How do you adjust? You know, typically you see 14 to 15 seconds on the clock.
Well, I think, the biggest thing is finding that right kick. When you're trying to, as I played a little bit more and got better at drawing, because, when I was in my 20s, I was pretty much a pure hitter. And then I learned to draw. You learn, some people, now it's impressive how some of the young teams draw, but it's finding that kick where you can put that consistent release on the rock, a positive release with a little bit of an add. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just making sure you don't kick too hard on ice like this. And just knowing that sometimes you can throw a little less weight than you feel will get there. You may have to trick yourself a little bit. When I would throw rocks heavy, then I would try and trick myself into throwing a tight guard, and it would still end up top 4 or something like that. So there's different ways you can, play with your mind to try and get the right throw out of yourself. But once you get a few the right weight and you get that confidence, it gets easier.
Let's try.
Yeah. That's a good take. And I think as a sweeper, when it's going down the ice, you tend to, you sweep so many, and so many are looking the same in that 14 to 15 range. You have a tendency to oversweep one because it looks like it's coming in nice and slow, and you have to sweep, and then you get to the top of the house and you realize, I've overdone it. So tricking yourself maybe to try to have the rock stop a few feet shorter in the house just to counteract that extra few feet of glide.
Yeah, and the extra few feet of adrenaline too, which depends on the person, but I always had a little bit and had to manage that. Oh, what a roll. What a roll. And that's a beautiful shot. This applies some pressure on Team DeJong here. This rock needs to be thrown well. A jam or a rollout is very much a possibility here. You're going to need, a board weight or a soft hit here. Delicate.
Yep. Clean.
Love the passion out of Michelle. You saw how much that shot meant to her. Her body language out there, making sure they ushers it over to the right spot. Beautiful shot from Janais DeJong.
Really nice.
These skips are lighting it up right now. What a roll. Michelle Hartwell now will elect to draw, I believe, for her point. But 2 beautiful shots traded by the skips here. Putting on a show in Rimbey.
15.
And I would think 15 and a half, 15-7. That's probably the sweet spot here, Jay.
Let's see if the sweepers are warm. Maybe she'll give her a 16 again. There we are. Michelle Hartwell, last rock of the 4th end. She'll need a piece of the 8 foot for single.
you need backing.
Super saying if you need backing.
No.
14-9. This could be a little strong. Will it stop?
It'll be there.
And has backing. Nice shot by Michelle Hartwell. And we have a 3-3 deadlock after 4 ends. We've got a shootout going on here in Rimbey.
7.
We'll be back with 5th end action.
Yeah. Okay.
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
Round them up, move them in. No place for your saddle and cowboy boots after the Calgary Stampede? At Sentinel Storage, we are proud to provide you with storage solutions that safeguard your valuables. Whether you're moving, renovating, or simply require extra space, we offer convenient and secure storage that caters to all needs. Find the Sentinel storage you need close to home. For a free estimate, visit sentinel.ca.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Oh, no, never mind. I refreshed. Okay. All right, we're back. End number 5, action. Just checking my 50-50 numbers, and just in the last end or so, we've increased the jackpot up to $1,160. So thank you all for supporting the Rimbey Curling Club with the 50-50. My name is Jason Ginter. I'm here with Darren Moulding. This is end number 5. Team DeJong has the hammer. The teams are tied. The action is great this after going into this afternoon here in Rimbey. Big C-qualifier action here. End number 5 is presented to you by our presenting sponsor, Sentinel Storage. So you see Sentinel Storage all over the rings. The new button here at the 2025 Alberta Women's Provincial Championship with the nice Sentinel Storage logo in it. Sentinel Storage, they have a great history in Alberta. They've grown into the trusted leader in the self-storage industry. We're super honored to have them as our presenting sponsor. They're honored to support Curling Alberta and their outstanding athletes and the community around them. So Curling Alberta wants to thank Sentinel Storage for our ongoing partnership with Curling in Alberta.
Where? Puppy. Okay. Good. Clean. Yep, straight.
A little bit of deep there. A little bit deep by
we're over curling. You gotta go. You gotta hold that step.
By Hartwell there. So an opportunity for DeJong to get something at the top of the rings and try to apply some pressure here.
15-4. Nice throw, Ray.
That rock sneaks into the hole. Which way? It's probably an out turn to get through there. Tricky little shot though.
We're starting to see a little bit of the why behind your stat you mentioned in the first end, Darren, as to why Team Hartwell doesn't give up any steals. It just seems like if Michelle can see a rock that's a shot rock, she's planning to take it out. So good strategy. I think it's got them this far, and that one slips into the port. She's going to hit it out.
9.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah.
Hard, Lisa, go.
Hard.
Keep it on center. Hard.
Lisa,
Hard. Go, go, go.
Hard, right to it.
Big hold, big hold there.
Okay.
Let it
Okay,
jam.
good.
Interesting result there. Boy, that didn't even look possible, Jay.
9-4.
That thing was like edge on edge there.
Yeah, just getting lots of curl going away from the center line. Sweepers were good to hold it through the port, and then just caught a little extra curl.
I felt like you were close. I didn't get it though.
Clean.
Yep, hard straight. Hard straight. Can't see it.
Easy.
Hard straight.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Close.
No.
No, 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 no. Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Hard curl. Hard.
So we have
had that.
Janais DeJong making the hit and stay. Doesn't quite get behind the guard.
Is it 10?
Yeah, and Janais just, you know, they just over jumped that little bit, and not a bad shot though. Still sitting 2. Kind of got their deuce in line if things materialize here. So lots of rocks to come. Corey Hartwell with an in-turn, little bit of a dig here, trying to get a little flop.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
On the outside of the rock, attempting an audible double. Does not quite roll out of the rings.
Yeah, a little nonchalant about that line call. Hey, I guess we could curl it a bit. And almost gets the fortunate double. So luckily for Team DeJong, the rock ends up just kind of spinning in the back of the rings there. But yeah, it opens the door now. It looks like it's at least partially buried in the back of the 12-foot. Gives Delia a chance to throw another one around that off-center guard.
Early, Steph.
Trying to sit 2 buried here.
Oh, off.
No, okay, well then it looks huge.
Delia cautions. Cautions the team that she's thrown it too hard.
14.
Appears to be accurate with her assessment.
Okay.
It's trying, and it stops just in the back of the 12-foot. Leaves a bit of a pocket in the back of the rings for Team Hartwell to potentially use later in the end. Lots of options from Michelle.
And this is I mean, I think it's the right call, but it's scary if this doesn't work out. Those 2 rocks are not easy to hit at the back. DeJong could have a sneaky little look at 3 here if things don't go right for Hartwell. Big shot here for Hartwell.
Hold it a bit. Hold it a bit.
Wait.
5.
Yeah, really important for them to get the line right here as this one dives towards the center line. It pokes out a little bit on the center line side. Team DeJong will be able to go right through the port. Sweepers want to get this one there. Weight looks good.
Oh, it curled a lot.
And another great hold by Tori Hartwell. That does poke out, but it's only available on the in-turn, which is a little tougher.
You saw one of these port shots over curl and jam on the back before. This kind of looks like you have to throw it pretty hard with the in-turn if you want to avoid the jam.
Nose is really good too.
Look at the ice surface though, Jay, to have that thing curl top 8-foot around that guard, almost open on the other side. Still plenty of curl in the ice.
Whoa, close. Yep. Yes.
Stephanie Malakoff with the in-turn attempt through the port the wrong way.
You really gotta go hard, Raylan. Hard.
Raylan on the sweep, getting it by the guard.
Okay.
Hits the rock.
That's fine. That's fine.
But doesn't avoid the jam at the back.
And that is a big safety net there for Team Hartwell. That jam takes a lot of the risk of the end away, a lot of it. And we've got some excitement brewing here, Jay. Does she go wrap? Does she go in? Or does she go in-turn dig here?
Come through here with hack.
Yeah, both of these teams are making this port look like you could drive a truck through it. It's a tough port, especially when you're
Pretty
throwing
close to
the,
the same
you
then,
know, the
Lisa.
wrong way. If you're throwing the intern at it, that port's even smaller. He seems making it look super easy.
Sorry, Lisa.
Looks like Michelle's elected to draw around with the out turn. At least she wanted to initially.
We could stay top 4
Change
that way.
turns.
Oh, I love that first
Yeah,
call.
maybe just a
But I
foot
guess,
more.
Jay, if she can get to the same place, probably around this turn too, hey?
Yeah, it looks like that guard is so high. It you know, might not even need to get close to it to get to that, you know, buried spot behind the top
6,
eight rock.
7.
I'm surprised they didn't try to dig it out, to be
7.
honest.
Like an 8 right now. It's got to come down.
An important shot for Lisa Miller here.
Careful. A couple more.
As we see a slow carve from Tori Hartwell. It doesn't slow it down enough. It just slips to the back of the 12.
13-9.
Okay.
Lisa, not happy
shouldn't have
with
said
that. Just overthrew it a little bit. Jay,
It was a 13.
they know it's fast on that outside. The sweepers knew right away. Do you think that's just a function of a little bit of adrenaline in such an important game, Jay?
I think that has something to it for sure. You know, that combined with, you know, default being a little bit heavy with the fast ice. But, yeah, Lisa just didn't make the adjustment out wide. You know, sometimes when you throw it in a wider path, it's a bit frosty, and you might think you have to throw it a little harder to get to the same place. Maybe that crept into her mind just a little bit, and she slept deep. Slept deep.
You like this?
Deep.
Well, one thing you got to keep an eye on as a curler is the weather. And here in central Alberta this week, it's been unseasonably warm, Chinook type weather, lots of wind, and a rise in temperature with sunshine today. Usually it will lead to the ice becoming a little straighter. So with that weather change, we are seeing straighter
really
and
good.
quicker. And that's just a
Hold
function
it,
of
hold it.
the
Easy, we got
atmosphere.
room. Fight the 4. Just past
Line
this.
only.
Stay close. Yep.
Can they find the right weight and the right line here?
Come on, Janais, go. Hard. You got to go. Go.
Got to get it by the rock in the top of the 8 foot. Sweepers are on it all the way. Oh,
They
what a
do
sweep.
it.
That's okay.
A little bit deep, but beautiful line.
I really want to give him something to sit on.
Is that an early contender for moment of the game, Jay? Because if Hartwell can't get a rock in the right spot here,
15.
we could have a problem.
I like it. It's fine. What can you see of this?
Yeah, it's not often that you give moment of the game to a 4th rock thrower for their ability to sweep. But Janais got that rock right by. What a sweep. What a line call. Yeah, I'd say early contender for sure.
Michelle Hartwell, though, she's got nerves of steel, and you know she's going to be close on this attempt. Can she get the rock in a good spot to hedge away from some of the risk here? Because right now we've got an end building for DeJong. Important shot.
Yeah, same.
Wait to be close. 6, 7. Fine. 7. Line fine. Gotta go for weight.
Sweepers like the weight.
Go, Ash. Gotta go.
Oh, line is perfect. It just doesn't make it. Kind of got caught off guard. The sweepers seemed to like the weight most of the way. They didn't start really sweeping it until just before the hog line.
Ooh, Jay, it might be time to sound the old alarm bells for Team Hartwell. We've got a problem. If DeJong can get this rock into the right spot, this will apply huge pressure to Michelle Hartwell on her last one. We could be seeing a game-changing event occur here. Janais DeJong needs to get this rock.
Come here for a sec.
Oh.
Actually, no, never mind. You're good. 15-5.
Yeah, last second thought there from Delia. Hey, maybe we should. No.
I mean, you know, I see what she's thinking with that tap on the out turn there, Jay. She's just, but I mean, you get this rock top 4 fighting top four.
Top full
Michelle's going to have to stick one on the out turn right on the tee line, like buried. I mean,
Just top 8.
Yeah, if you're Michelle, you're thinking, hey, I have the in-turn draw available still. I have the out-turn draw available still. Talk to your line caller just to talk a little bit through, how's the speed out there. I think she's prepping to throw one side or the other.
Not curling. Not curling. Not curling. Not curling. Not curling.
Raylan.
So not curling means this rock might be a little bit heavy.
Here.
Take it back. Take it back.
Go. Hard. It's got to be
Hard,
here.
gotta be right back. Go. Hard. Keep going. Go. Hard.
And there we go. Plan B from Delia, making sure this rock is in the back of the house, not to give Michelle something to draw onto.
that's a good line call by Delia. They're very veteran move there, knowing that they weren't going to get plan A out of it, but don't leave this rock in a poor position, which, it's not too bad right now, although
I think so.
a freeze to the nose of it would take away a lot of risk.
95-0.
Hartwell looking to get into that place. They've tried to get in there. This will be the third time this end Team Hartwell's tried to make the shot. Let's see if they can make the right adjustments. She can get out of trouble here with a draw to the tee line. Doesn't even need to be buried, Jay.
Yeah.
Half buried probably would do it.
Yeah, so 95-0 is probably.
We'll need, it looks like, almost full 4-foot in order to be shot rock. Just making sure she gets the weight right here. So this is last rock for Michelle Hartwell without the hammer and number 5. Huge shot.
Yeah.
The game possibly in the balance right here.
7.
Where is it?
7, 8. 7, 8.
Keeper's calling 7 or 8. That means it is in the back 4.
14-6.
Don't lose it though.
The slow carve.
Okay.
They do get a pretty decent shot out of it. Jay, is that tap for 4
No, it's
available?
Good. Nice shot.
Is there a tap for 4?
I think it's there. I think
to,
it's
like,
super
spin off on the
precise.
inside.
It looks like Team DeJong is already sitting 1. So an option to either just, draw for 2. I think if they tap it right on the nose, it would still only be for 2. Doesn't look like it is open at all. So if they're going to be able to chip it out, they'll have to throw with some precise weight.
Just back line, Janai, you got this.
Yeah, if I knows it, I knows it.
Back line.
You can see a little bit of anxiety in every line call and every sweep here.
Just back line.
Michelle's rock there was slightly mismanaged early. They got a pretty good result at the end, but this is a big chance. A slash this rock through the hole for 3, or possibly even stick on the side of the rings for 4.
Do you want to snug
Janais
it here?
DeJong with a chance to put a dagger into Team Hartwell here.
13. 13-5. Wool line.
Well then.
Okay, wool line. No. We might have to straighten this.
Raylan.
Hard, Raylan. Hard, Raylan. Hard.
So gets by the guard. Raylan Beatty on the carve sweep. Needs to get a piece of this yellow. Pushes it to the back. And just rolls to the middle of the 8-foot. Looks like it's 1 for sure. Possibly 2.
Just a hair big.
Ooh, that's close. I'm not going to call it.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, the camera appears to be a little bit behind the tee line,
5 and 2. Yep.
which could favor.
Oh, just had to curl, just a hair big. It comes for sure.
Team DeJong, perhaps. Yeah, they're gonna measure it. So we'll see one of our officials come out, measure the stone. So it was 1 for DeJong and measuring for a second point.
Oh, they almost curled that enough to get 3 there. That was very close. A very good attempt. A good shot by Janai. I mean, even to get the deuce, if she does get the deuce.
Good sweep, guys. Oh, just a hair.
I'm not sure who this is, Jay, but I'm nervous. I don't know.
Yeah, it just looked like it was a little more weight than Janais would have wanted there. A little less weight, you get the curl automatically, and you get your 2 or 3.
It's red. It's not even close.
Oh, well, the player, I don't know who said that, but apparently it's not even close. It's red.
Yeah, you don't need to be nervous anymore, Darren.
I know now.
Someone should be watching.
Because I know I'm going to...
It's the truth. Somebody really should be watching.
So we got, I don't know where it spun to on the red, but we pointed at red. So it'll be 2 for Team DeJong. So we'll head into our 5th end break. Team DeJong will be leading 5-3 when we come back. So longer commercial break, longer action. Darren, we'll see if we can do a little recap between the break here.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline, join the revolution.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Briar Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Keep our rocks. Fine.
Well, I think we're back, Jay, in the 5th end break here. What do you see so far? I mean, you know, it seems like overall DeJong has had a few more chances than Hartwell. Do you feel like Hartwell, you know, what do they have to do to get back into this thing and get control or get close to a no control situation again?
Well, I think so far what I'm seeing is Michelle's taken a lot of onus on her own 2 stones. Like let's kind of keep things nice and simple for the first start, or start of the end, first 6 rocks, and then if she has a chance to bury, she does it on her own. I don't mind that strategy. Now she just needs to execute a little bit better in the second half. Just seeing that last rock of hers just being a little bit mismanaged, perhaps a little bit heavy, left the door open for Janais to score her 2, potentially more. But I think if Michelle just sticks to the program and continues to just trust her own abilities, I think that she'll have a little bit more success in the second half with that.
Round them up, move them in. No place for your saddle and cowboy boots after the Calgary Stampede? At Sentinel Storage, we are proud to provide you with storage solutions that safeguard your valuables. Whether you're moving, renovating, or simply require extra space, we offer convenient and secure storage that caters to all needs. Find the Sentinel storage you need close to home. For a free estimate, visit sentinel.ca.
And we're back here, second half of our C-qualifier game in Rimbey, Alberta. We have Team DeJong versus Team Hartwell. We saw a little bit of action, at least in the later half of the first half of this game. Team DeJong scoring 2 to take a 2-point lead. They're throwing the red stones. Team Hartwell throwing the yellow stones. I'm Jason Ginter here with Darren Moulding. Now, we went over Team Hartwell and their kind of plan going into the second half of this game. Darren, what are you seeing for Team DeJong going into the second half?
Well, you know, they've got a nice 2-point lead here. They've been playing fairly well. You know, I think just try and get some good early setups. Don't take unnecessary risk right now. And just try and force Hartwell into some uncomfortable situations like she has been in. You know, this could be a time when, you know, if they do get an opportunity late in an end to try and put pressure on, maybe they will. But in a good spot right now.
Okay where it is.
Hartwell with the hammer here will look for a deuce to get themselves back to even, or maybe even a stray 3 kicking around here.
And definitely. Our sixth end will be brought to you by Best Western Hotels and Resorts, our accommodation partner of Curling Alberta. They're an award-winning global network of hotels located in over 100 countries and territories that offer accommodations for all types of travelers. Best Western is Curling Alberta's preferred accommodation partner and has been a proud partner of Curling Alberta for over 20 years. We'd like to thank Best Western Hotels and Resorts for always providing our curlers with a home away from home while they're on the road for much of the season.
Well, and you know what, Jay, we're in Alberta right now, and it's 12:24, and that means I think it's time for an 016. You know, you got to wait till noon sometimes, but it's Saturday. It's 12:24. Everybody crack open an 016. Original 16 beer, a proud sponsor of Curling Alberta.
I think they're also the sponsor of our On Ice Lounge in Rimbey. So you see some of the people, I think there's the coaching bench on this end, but if you look on the playing end, there's an On Ice Lounge behind the, there we are, as our production shows. We have, looks like some seating there. You can watch the game up close and personal. You know, have an 016, hang out with your buddies. I think it'll be open all weekend for our viewers.
It's big.
I think there's a few 016s on the go over there, Jay.
Guys.
Ooh, a little bit of a tap to the wrong rock by Janais, or by Delia, unfortunately. So Hartwell now, you know, looking to get a second rock in there. It's available on the outturn, Jay. Do you go and do something about that, or do you just ignore it and go somewhere else?
I think I'd be looking at that outturn draw, to be honest. You know, you're going to leave the potential hit and roll, but if you put your rock in a pretty good place on the outturn side, it can get sunk, and it's going to be really hard for Team DeJong to get rid of it. I don't mind this call either, putting another rock behind the one off center.
I see an opportunity for either team, but especially for Hartwell to get back into this game. If they can get precise with some of their rock placement on these types of draws, it would really help them.
Yeah, it must be.
So that one looks like it caught the sweepers. Saying the ice is just coming down a little bit. Leaves the port available for Team DeJong once again.
You know, I'm going to get some times here.
12 and a half.
Yeah, tough to say. Usually after the break, it ends up being a half second faster after the mop goes down.
That's why I was kind of surprised.
Yep. Whoa.
Close.
So Delia DeJong looking to make up for the last miscue.
Hard roll! Yep, hard!
Oh yeah, she's got it right through the port. Now can she make the roll?
Whoa!
And she makes the roll, replies.
That was
Follows up a miss with a beautiful shot, and that's a veteran curler there. Knowing what it takes to win and knowing what it takes to get into the game. You won't see her get rattled. She'll move on and make her next shot. What a beautiful shot by Delia. It's not easy to do.
So I was going to bring up the team makeup a little bit of Team DeJong. I know you have a bit of experience with potentially having a fourth rock thrower that doesn't hold the broom. Now, let's say you're skipping the game and you're throwing second, third, whatever it is, but it's not fourth. When it's your turn to throw, I noticed in this team, Delia just goes down the ice and Janais calls the game. Is there any disadvantages to that?
I don't think so. If it's like Delia and Janais, they know each other so well.
Yeah.
When Tanner and I did it, I would, at the beginning, I found myself calling the shot quite often. And towards the end of our time curling together, I would only be down there if it was an important or a complicated call. Saving time clock is the motivation behind that. And if you're conferencing more often, you're going to burn more clock, and that's a big deal. So I think that's the effort to save clock there.
Not curling yet. It will though. Not curling yet. Straight. There it goes. Hard, Janais. Hard.
Janais, a very strong sweeper. Lots of front end experience too from Janais.
Whoa, it's all here. Whoa. Sit. Great throw, Steph. Really
And that's
nice.
a great spot.
15-4.
DeJong again in control of this end. And I think we're seeing a bit of a trend there, Jay. I think Team DeJong's been in control of most of this game. And the scoreboard is probably pretty accurate right now. Team Hartwell looking, all it takes is one shot or one or two shots to turn the tide. And that's what they're looking for in this run back. Can they make some noise back there or maybe tick off that red one? I think you got to go straight there. If it touches that red one, I think it's probably going right, but we'll see.
Lisa Miller looks like just plant it right onto that rock in the 4 foot.
No.
She's got the guard.
A little high. Oh, no. That was so close to a good shot, but it overlaps, hooks the guards, and leaves DeJong sitting 2. Alarm bells ringing again for Team Hartwell here.
That's 15.
Oh man, that was a couple of millimeters from being perfect, and unfortunately leaves that rock guarding the 2 in the house plus the stagger. Just a really unfortunate break.
Stephanie Malikoff really looking to apply the pressure here.
Okay, line's really good. Straight. No, line's good. Room.
Wait's good.
No, more line. It's got a curl. No, line's good. Hard. Go, Janais. Come on, go.
Janais DeJong and Raylan Beatty sweeping this one, trying to get this one into the house. Gets by the guard.
Go. That a girl.
And just falls short. But looks like it is guarding that shot in the back 4.
That's really good.
It's a really good shot. I like that shot, Jay. It's a good spot for that stone. Great effort by both sweepers, but Janais did a really nice job on that rock. Team DeJong coming into their own here, playing very well.
I gotta have the shot in my brain. I don't know.
I think we're still leaving a guard here.
Nice to see this Grande Prairie team. We had Janais and Stephanie both representing Alberta at the 2024 Canadian Mixed with Team Balderston. So I want to say Stephanie was throwing lead stones during that, or with that team, and her drawing ability is obviously a strength.
I went to a Canadian junior with Stephanie in 2003. I
was going to say, what year would that have been?
2003.
Where was that?
Ottawa.
Okay. I'm sure both of the Alberta teams had a lot of success there, hey?
Yeah, we were both right in the hunt for sure. We didn't win it, but we were good. Everybody, all the Alberta curlers did good that year. Lisa Miller clears off some rocks there. Pretty good shot.
Make sure we don't,
Opens things up a little bit. Now, at least the 2 yellow ones can be used too. A little, you know, you can run either one of those into those reds. Few more options available to Team Hartwell.
Line's most important.
But Janai's going to look to put a cap on this.
I think a little more.
Team Hartwell is not looking anywhere near a deuce right now. They'd probably be happy with the score at this point.
Yeah, halfway.
Yeah, Team Hartwell just looking for an avenue for Michelle to draw in the house for one, I think. Team DeJong looking to close the door. Just giving everyone a little update. We have one other game going on our afternoon draw action. The other C-qualifier game, we have Team Nikki Coffin versus Team Gracelyn Richards, skipped by Emmy Yarmuch. It looked like it was tied up going into the fifth end. Coffin scored 3, so they have taken a 5-2 lead into the second.
Hard! Go! Just a little heavy, I think. Okay. Is heavy or heavy?
Yeah, a little heavy.
Shoot.
Just
about over curling.
Yeah, I was worried about over.
Sweeper's saying it was just a little heavy. Rock didn't quite curl enough, and it looks like it's left this shot stone exposed.
Under my breath, how do we undercurl this? Just like that. Yeah.
Has it? I can't tell, Jay.
Yeah. I guess we should have called it sooner to hit more.
I haven't seen an angle yet that shows me.
Okay.
How much can she see there, Jay?
Get a quarter, might get both.
I want to say enough. They've put the broom right beside the rock, so potential double attempt.
Can Michelle Hartwell find a way to wiggle off the hook here?
Here we are. We see she saw half a rock, just clipped the guard. Unfortunate miscue there from Team Hartwell. Gives Janais a chance to put the guard right back.
Now, if this guard is made, Jay, what are the options for Hartwell here to score?
Just a hair less weight or a smidge
I think I'd be
less?
looking at
Smidge
any sort of draw option to even just cut the steel down to 1.
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like she has 2 yellows that she can promote into that red rock on the top 4 foot if she wants to score. That might be her only option.
Janais DeJong with a,
like this?
you know, a routine, as you would say, routine guard here, but it needs to be made. This is a very important shot. Janais DeJong has been making some big shots the last few ends. Can she continue that?
Where? Hey.
Steph's rock.
It's got a curl.
Way out
Line's
there.
good. Line's better. You're
Steph's
gonna have
rock.
to curl it. Hard
Easy.
curl.
Whoa, easy.
Whoa, then whoa.
Easy,
Get it for
whoa.
tight. Whoa for tight. Whoa. Sit.
As the DeJongs are directing traffic here, trying to make sure that rock stops right in the port, and what a perfect guard. Looks like she's even cut off one of the run back options.
Really good, Janais.
Good sweep.
Can you hear a sigh of relief come from Team DeJong? That was a testy little shot.
That's a really good throw.
You can really hear the nerves in all the line calls and the passion right now, Jay. These games are very important to the curlers, to their families, to all the people that see the efforts that are put into be curling at this level. There are sacrifices by both teams that have been made to play and to get themselves into this position. And you're seeing that how much it means to them here.
Yeah, I think this is all we got.
Absolutely, and this is going to be one of the biggest moments of the game here if made. It looks like Michelle's lining up an angle raise. She'll need to make contact with one of these red stones, and she'll need to stay in the forefoot in order to score 1 point.
Oh.
And based on where she's putting the broom, it looks like it won't be with takeout weight.
Okay. Might be. Yeah.
Jay, I think this is too much ice.
Well, yeah, it needs to be there.
I'm a little worried about Michelle here. I feel like this could be a little too much ice for this tap. Let's see.
I hope for her sake that she's right. And it looks like actually she's pushed the broom in a little bit.
She
heard you.
That's good. Still looks like max here. We'll see.
Okay, what do you need? 90?
Yeah.
Michelle with a big shot here.
Yeah, last rock, 6th end. Michelle Hartwell looking to tap one of her corner guards into the rings.
Back 4, back 8. Whoa, curl. You gotta curl. Has to curl. Back 8. You gotta curl.
Curl, Tori, curl. Hard.
Needs to curl. Tori Hartwell curling this rock in. Makes contact. Just doesn't have the weight. So that'll be a steal of 2 for Team DeJong. They take a commanding 7-3 lead into end number 7 when we come back.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Briar Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
Original 16, a great way to celebrate things done well.
Welcome back to Rimbey, Alberta, 2025 Alberta Women's Provincial Championships presented by Sentinel Storage. And number 7 is brought to you by Bel Air Direct. Bel Air Direct offers Curling Alberta's curlers and their families with exclusive discounts on insurance.
Yeah.
Eligible members may receive a group discount on their car, home, condo, and tenants insurance on top of any other discounts, savings, and benefits customers are already eligible for at Bel Air Direct. Curling Alberta thanks Bel Air Direct for giving back to our curling community. When a residential or auto insurance policy is purchased and you mention Curling Alberta, Bel Air Direct will donate part of the premium collected to Curling Alberta, which in turn supports our local curling clubs and events. So thank you, Bel Air Direct.
All right, Jay, I'm just going to give you the straight goods. You tell me what you think here. Let's not sugarcoat this. Team Hartwell, down 4, playing 7. Is it still possible, Jay? And if so, what do they need here? What do they need to happen?
Well, I think if you're Team Hartwell, you have to score a multiple here. Otherwise, I think your chances of staying in this championship are really low. So your Team Hartwell, you want to see a bunch of rocks in play. You want to make sure that you are a little more precise on your draw shots. Try to get your angles in good spots, and use some of the opponent's rocks to help you here. Otherwise, we're gonna see some handshakes come out. So yeah, down 4. It's desperation time. Team Hartwell needs to generate some offense.
Pizza.
I have a theory that if you're down by as many ends as you have left, you're still okay. So 4 ends left, down 4, they still were reasonably okay. Like, they've got a chance still. If you're down by more points than you have ends left, things get difficult.
Whoa then.
Okay, line's good.
Got a curl. No.
Line's good. Got a curl.
Got a curl. Okay, line's good.
Got a curl still.
Whoa. No, line's not good.
Yep,
Whoa.
Straight.
No.
Go, Ray. Yep.
Hard.
Beautifully navigates that court.
Go. Good shot.
Just a super precise draw there.
And you can hear, Delia's just in it now. She's locked in, and they can taste this victory. And that does give a team a little bit of adrenaline, momentum. You're feeling good out there. The playoffs are within reach. The key is to not look too far ahead, to stay in the moment. Just keep throwing each shot and making each shot. Both teams with an impressive showing here at the 2025 Curling Alberta Women's Provincials.
Okay, yep.
Who can move on to playoff action tonight, Jay?
Yep, hard Ash. Back 12.
Yeah, both these teams 4 wins under their belt already. We have game number 7 for both of these teams. One team is going to leave this game happy. They'll be competing in playoffs Saturday. The other will be hoping for better things next season and taking a lot out of the weekend and the week, but just on the outside.
I always found it so tough to lose out of playdowns, more so than a tour spiel, just because you had to wait a whole year before you could play in playdowns again. And, there's always another cash spiel around the corner, but the playdowns is a special thing and happens once a year, and you can see the meaning it has to these teams.
Hard, Steph!
It's hard to lose this game.
Hard for a piece.
Hard. Sit.
It's okay.
Sit.
That's fine.
That's a pretty good result from Delia. Once again, gets the rock out of the rings, sits in front of shot stone. Looks like Team DeJong is sitting 3 rocks in the house.
So let's get a time on this, Jay. Here we are in the 7th end. Are we looking at similar times on the draws? They're trying to just draw right through that port, ignore the red ones. Let's see.
Love the call, first of all, Michelle, just ignoring these rocks. If she can get around them, that means Delia and her team will have to do the same.
You gotta go. Line's fine. Where? 4. Okay, 3. 3. Okay, hard. Get it in.
Keep saying 3. That means
the
this stone
not there.
It's light. It's coming up short.
Okay.
17-1. So yeah, it's still fast. Just an underthrow there.
Yeah, just
And
not
up
fast enough
4
for Tori.
points. Delia electing to throw a guard. Throw all caution to the wind, Jay. I guess it's too late to peel. There's nowhere to really peel, hey?
Yeah,
So
I think,
she's,
yeah, the peel would just open up a shot for Team Hartwell. I think Team DeJong seeing blood in the water here. It's a really good opportunity to potentially get another steal this end.
But as Team Hartwell, you know, you're happy to see the Rocks in play right now.
Yep. Hard, girls. Come on.
Yeah, with Delia seeing Stephanie drawing as well as she is,
Okay,
pretty
whoa,
comfortable
whoa.
playing this guard.
Easy. Little bit. Yep. Hard, Janais.
And
Hard,
Stephanie
hard,
makes
hard.
no mistake.
Keep going.
She's been playing very well today, Jay.
Good shot.
Stephanie Malakoff with a beautiful guard. And, you know, Hartwell down 4, looking at a run back on 3 red rocks here.
Steph.
You know, that shows you how good Delia's call was there.
I think so.
And a great shot. Now, is there another option for Hartwell here, Jay?
There would be another option to potentially get shot rock. You see that yellow rock through the port. You could promote that. But that's an all or nothing shot. If you miss it, Delia just caps it and you don't have much else to look at.
Yep.
See if she gets fortunate here. Oh, and she does.
Oh, and rattles. Yeah, rattles the yellows around, opens up the reds, and sits second shot at the back. That's a decent result.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Might tempt Delia to chase. She's wondering.
Not really.
Well, they have the double.
Yeah, it looks like yellow is second shot at the back. So definitely in the back of Delia's mind seeing, hey, maybe we should take out second shot. But what that would do is leave Michelle a chance to access shot rock with the double. So you might see Delia just decide to guard.
This port isn't easy, Jay. I mean, you rack on one of these guards and oh man, I'm nervous.
Yeah, that might have been an end changer, just the way that rock jammed in the back. Nobody saw that coming.
No, and all of a sudden, like Hartwell's breathing. They're alive. Stephanie Malakoff trying to tamp down the threat here.
Okay, close. It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Yep, we're good.
Yep, hard.
Whoa.
A little quiet.
No.
Gets through the port. Does it stick around?
Good throw.
It does. Great shot from Stephanie Malakoff.
Wow, and she has been very consistent. A pillar of strength for Team DeJong.
I know, she was big. No, I mean the hole didn't look huge.
Yeah, I think early contender for moment of the game with her draw in the 6th end with the big sweep from Janais DeJong. Can we give moment of the game to the whole team?
I think we could. Like, to me, it's 50% Steph. Like, and then they can split the other 50% amongst the other 3.
Hard. We'll go over the top. Hard. Go.
Double attempt, gets rid of one, moves the other one to the edge of the 8-foot. What a great shot.
Yeah.
Opens up the door for the whole 4-foot for Michelle Hartwell.
Yeah, still split the other 50% amongst the other 3 can be made here.
We'll go over the top. Hard.
Go.
Double attempt, gets rid of one, moves the other and 3. Loses only 1. But now you have 2 rocks behind the tee line. Those should be able to help you as well.
Do you like that?
We're getting late in this end now. Janais DeJong with her first rock in end number 7.
What an action-packed end we've seen here, Jay. A 4-point game, and we're still seeing excellent curling action here.
Yep.
Oh, hit and roll being asked of Janais DeJong.
Really gotta go, Ray. Hard, Ray. Really gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Okay, that's good, that's good. Nice throw, Janais.
It just hits and stays there.
Good sweep.
Didn't time it.
That was a little wobbly.
The opportunity is there for Michelle Hartwell here. A well-placed stone here would definitely make a deuce a good possibility. 2 points here in the 7th would go a long ways for Hartwell to keep this game in question.
I loved the draw.
Did you?
Yeah. She's drawing no matter
see
what.
any of that?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, maybe you're right.
There's nothing on that.
Nothing on that?
No
Okay,
double
yeah.
whatsoever.
Sorry, baby. Maybe we should have.
Go top 8, top 4 there.
I know.
They're
Okay.
going there either way, right? So.
Yeah, you're probably right. Just didn't want to hurt us.
That is pretty cool to be able to hear that conversation between Janais and Delia. A respectful conversation, and those are required, and that's excellent right there.
Yeah, just saying, hey, maybe we should have just played this draw before Michelle could.
It's 8-9.
This one, they're calling 8-9. It's looking heavy.
Do we have it?
14-3, Jay, that's going to be heavy.
Oh, we're just giving her the
14-3,
ball.
that's back line.
Yeah, and it looked like Ashley wanted to sweep that one to touch the backing, and not really much being said from either one of the line callers or from the third in the house or Michelle. And just slips right through the rings.
Yeah.
So Janais gets her wish. She gets to throw this in-turn draw after all.
Ish.
The curls that dies, and then like for a fifth, like a
Where would be the best place to put this one, Darren?
3 and then a 90 to go top.
Well, I think just top button. I mean, you might as well try to put the screws down now and try and steal like top T-line, Jay, biting button. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the most important thing here is that you're not behind the tee line. So anywhere in the top of the house, that's, if you're a little bit light, but you're just biting the top of the 8-foot, I think that's a pretty good result.
Yep.
But sink this one right in there, and you kind of go for the kill with another steal point.
Hard! Gotta be here. I want 4-foot. Go, Steph. Line's high.
Delia wants 4-foot.
Hard,
Stephanie
Steph,
and Raylan trying to get it
Give me
there.
top button. Hard, Steph. Hard.
Now she
And
wants
Malakoff.
Every inch.
That's good.
Oh,
Great
what a
throw, Janais.
scrub. What a scrub. Top 4. Team DeJong firing on all cylinders here.
Good sweep,
Almost
ladies.
poking out the other
16.
side. I didn't want to give her like a...
perfect place for that rock. Delia wanted that one a foot deeper. Sweepers got it as far as they could. It's dead buried. Pressure shot from Janais DeJong, putting all the pressure now on Michelle Hartwell to keep this game going.
All right. Button.
The game is in the balance here. This is a very important moment for Team Hartwell. If this shot's not made, you might even
Zeros.
see a handshake here.
Yeah, Michelle just had a chance to practice this draw. See if she can make the adjustment. It'll be a draw. She needs at least half of the 4-foot. It's against 4 stones. Sweepers on it early.
Oh, they're saying top 12. An all-out drag here. Can they get it there? No.
Michelle doesn't like it. No.
17-8.
And it's come up short. That'll be a steal of 4 for Team DeJong, and the handshakes are out.
Oh, 4. Good game. Good luck.
So Team DeJong, with a steal of 4, takes the 11-3 win. They have qualified for our playoffs tonight. Congratulations, Team DeJong.
That was a good curling game, Jay, but then things just kind of in the last half here, DeJong kept their consistent play up, and Hartwell they faded a little bit. A long week here in Alberta. Congratulations to Team DeJong for advancing into the playoffs tonight in Rimbey.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, we do have more course of action here. for us at least, Darren, we have to decide the moment of the game. So Darren, do we have any contenders?
You guys both did different. Thank you.
So much.
To me, I mean, I think it's got to be that draw in 6
Thank you.
to get the steal going for DeJong. That would be my vote.
Yeah, we'll give it to Stephanie Malakoff. I think that draw to the top of the foot to set up that steal in the 6th end. I think that was the moment. You know, when you think of momentum changer. You know, that was the point in the game where if she missed that opens the door right up for Team Hartwell to put another one in there and potentially score a couple of points. They closed that door quickly, and then that door slammed right shut in the 7th. So congratulations, Team DeJong, Stephanie Malakoff. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, curling fans. From myself, Jason Ginter, Darren Moulding, we'll see you back for playoff action tonight.
Yes. Yep. It's going to be a good one, Jay. Don't drink too many 016s between games.
We'll see you all again 6:30 p.m. tonight for playoff action.
Just me.
Take care, everyone.
Round them up, move them in. No place for your saddle and cowboy boots after the Calgary Stampede? At Sentinel Storage, we are proud to provide you with storage solutions that safeguard your valuables. Whether you're moving, renovating, or simply require extra space, we offer convenient and secure storage that caters to all needs. Find the Sentinel storage you need close to home. For a free estimate, visit sentinel.ca.
Play Curling Alberta's 50-50. Support grassroots curling and win big with daily draws and the Briar Final Mega Jackpot, now over $100,000 and growing. Please play responsibly.
Yeah. Changing room. I think I got everything.
Tomorrow is send me some.
Toughen. All right. At least they didn't lose 11. It was only 9.
Thanks, ladies. What a great afternoon of curling. Ladies and gentlemen, give the ladies another big round of applause for all the games going on today. Absolutely fantastic. Couple of quick announcements as you're leaving. Just a quick reminder, the Sterling team, who have already advanced to the p.m., the Sturvey team will be interviewed in the social house. So you step away if you need to have a quick snack, and then come make your way back over to the social house. Listen to that. I got people waving at me. Hello. Hey, happy birthday, Betty. For those of you that have the opportunity, it would be great to stick around. Head over to the social house for that. Come watch these young curlers. This is the next generation coming through. Thanks again to all of our sponsors, everybody that's come out for the event. Again, Boston Pizza in the town of Rimbey, Sentinel Storage, Curling Alberta has been great. The Lions, New Wave Industries, CBI. So blessed. Make sure if you get to see anybody wearing the lanyard, say thank you to them for all the hard work they put in. Thank the volunteers. I cannot tell you how blessed we are to have such an amazing community. Enjoy your afternoon. We'll see you shortly. Reminder to buy your raffle tickets. That draw will be done tomorrow night. Hey, and congratulations to Vi Oldfield. She won yesterday's 50-50, over $2,500. Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations to her. She's been curling for years and years. When I called her, she was so excited. She said, I started curling in the old building. So much fun and so excited to be here. Awesome. March Tisdale watered that ticket. So you want to make someone's day? Buy them a 50-50 ticket.